Hello guys, welcome to the Hotcast. This is where news drop in hot, like it is. We have an audio that has been allegedly leaked between, which is a phone call conversation between two officers, or allegedly concerning the rigging in the previous election, that is in the 2022 August elections. We're going to give you time to listen to the audio, and then we're going to come back with discussion on whether Azimio has any chance. We don't know if this is desperation or anything, but we are going to come back at the end of this video and discuss at the end of this clip and discuss the phone call conversation. So listen in. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe, share, like, click on our notification gang so that when we upload new videos, when we go live,
iko vitu mbili imegundulika regarding the 46,229 polling station all over the country. Number one, highly suspected that kuko na 5,000 polling stations ambayo ni ghosts. Ghost polling stations. Yani hakuna polling station kama hizo. Lakini zimewekwa kwa tally group ya IEBC. Na Teams kit imetuma form 434A ya voter turnout na ballot ile votes casted. Unfortunately, walisahau kitu moja. There is no a single polling station ambaye ilipigwa kura ya rais peke yake. All polling stations you have to vote for the president, the governor, the MP, the women rep, the MP, and the MCA. Somo. Kwa hivyo ukitumana form 34A ya polling station number whatever, tunataka kuona presidential ballots zilikuwa 100, governor 100, hivyo. So kuko na around 5,000 polling station ilitumana votes casted in the favor of presidential candidate only. Now the question is, hiyo mahali kulikuwa hakuna MP?
Iko MP lazima.
Iko wapi votes casted yake? Hakuna. Sijui kama unanielewa.
Ni diaspora peke yake ndio presidential hiyo peke yake ndio.
Exactly, asante sana. Diaspora peke yake.
Yes.
Na diaspora ilikuwa inchi 12 au 16 nafikiri. Natumanga signal Roger Alfa Romeo ile kama ile. Imetuma ya presidential peke yake. Sasa hiyo ikituma only 100 votes. That is 500,000 votes. Ghost votes. Na zote zilikuwa in favor of the fake president. Number 2. Ile 2017 petition iliwekwa, High Court ndo walikuja na hii formula. Wakasema, sorry, not High Court, Supreme Court walisema, voting process in Kenya should be as follows. Every polling station to send a complete copy of Form 34A through the Kim's kit to the portal of IEBC.
Yes, sir.
The original copy ile iko na stamp na kila kitu imesainiwa. Na results imeandikwa itumanwe.
Kweli.
Alafu you take the hard copy of the form that you uploaded. Hard copy inamaanisha unapeleka karatasi original na mkono kwa ofisi ya IEBC.
Yes.
Ndio tuweze kusema ile form 34A ulifanya uploading of station number 41,208. Just a number. Ambaye ni, let's say, Makongeni station, polling station. Umeleta ile physical hard copy ndio hii. Je, inafanana na ile ulituma kwa portal? They should rhyme.
Yeah.
Serial number and everything. This is namaanisha, this is a true copy of the original.
Yeah.
Sasa hivi certified and verified. Certified true copy of the original. Asante sana. Ndio sasa hiyo ikikuwa verified ndio ina turn into 34B. Sasa 34B inasanywa ikiwa verified, submission yake inaleta 34C. 34C ndio inatoa presidential final tally. Sasa hao wa jamaa walihack ile portal ya IEBC.
Walihack kweli.
Wakatengeneza around 6,000 fake form 34A.
Kuna jamaa, sijakata maneno yako, kuna jamaa anaitwa Chirchir. Yeye ni one of the commissions. He is behind all those things.
Exactly. Sasa little did they know, or maybe they knew, but hawakujua kama hawa watu watafuatilia mpaka ndani.
Yes.
Sasa walipata njia ya kuhack ile system kwa kutumia vuta mpaka hapa. Walipata system ya kuhack, alafu walitengeneza form 34A yao. Wanaingia kwa system, wanaenda kwa ile Makongeni polling station, wanafuta ile imetumwa kwa portal, the original copy somo. Wana upload yao ambaye imewafavor, wamejaza zile zao. Umeelewa? Kwa hivyo tallying ikifanywa inachukua ile fake, ile imekuwa uploaded, original wamedelete. Sasa ile around 6,000 polling stations walisahau iko kitu inaitwa security features ama watermark. Unaona ile pesa noti huko na ile 50 unachukua kwa barabara. Iko na watermark.
Shetani
iko na serial number. Unajua I am always giving real examples. Ile example ambaye mtu ataelewa.
I'm getting mkubwa.
Sasa ile shilingi 50 huko naye iko na serial number.
Kweli.
Na iko na alama ya simba. Iko na alama ya ile line ya katikati.
Kweli.
Iko na security features to make it a legal tender.
Legal tender.
Sasa ile form hawa mawa'id walibadika ile yao fake, haina hiyo security features.
Kweli.
Sasa tukifanya tabulation ya form 34A, tunaona mbona hii uploaded hii haina security feature, hii ni ya nani? Ni zile fake. Little did they know kuwa watu walikuwa washa download original zamani. We have the original copy that was uploaded. So the current copy that iko kwa portal sio ile ambayo tulidownload jana. Umeshika?
Nakuelewa bro.
That is why uliona ule Gladys Sholei. Alipatikaniwa.
Pale kwa Bomas.
Kwa Bomas.
Kweli.
Uliona watu wengine kwa Bomas wamekaa kwa kiti wanafanya tali, wanatoa makaratasi chini wanaweka kwa meza na ile wanateremsha chini. Umeona?
Uliona?
Ndio hizo sasa.
Wow. Na sasa wacha nikwambie, hizo vitu zikitendeka yote, watu wa NIS walikuwa wanafanya nini?
I will answer you categorically. A state never misses its target. And if it misses, it is by design. Ukifuata ile kitu nimekutumia mara ya mwisho, these people knew that hawa watu watafanya vile watafanya. So wacha tuwaachie room wafanye vile watafanya. Wewe ukiona mtu, wakati ulikuwa askari ya kawaida, tulikutoa traffic kidogo tukakuweka GD. Sasa wakati tuliweka GD, ukipita mahali ukiona mtu ameshikilia bangi na mkono, usikue na haraka ya kumkamata, si ndio? Ngoja awashe, apige puff 4-5, ikifika nusu ndio sasa tumkamate. Tukimkamata tuko na exhibit aina 3. 1, physical exhibit ya the principal material. Number 2, evidence hata ya harufu. Na tukitaka number 3 tutakwenda kwa dialysis, tukupime damu, blood culture, tutaona particles ya bangi iko kwa damu. Sasa hawa state waliona hawa watu wameshika bangi na mkono. Wakasema wacha wawakishe hiyo bangi. Wamewakisha bangi. Wamevuta, wakati sasa ile wamesikia raha imeshika kwa steam, kichwa imekuwa sawa sawa, ndio tumeenda kuwakamata.
Nakamatwa.
Umeelewa sasa?
Umeelewa kabisa.
So make the trap, lead those people into that trap. Wakiingia kwa trap, funga mlango. Sasa wameingia kwa mlango, tulingoja hawa washerekee ushindi ndio tupeleke kotini tuambie, unaona, this is how they did it. So even if we do a rerun, tutafanya rerun na IBC gani hii ambaye it bungled the other one and it bungled again, so we give them a third chance to bungle it again. These people don't have proper credentials to run an election. Kwa hivyo the court will disbandle. Kura itafanyika bila IBC. Uhuru now is gaining more months to rule the government.
Ndio nilikuwa naambia huyu mwenzangu sasa hapo Bulo kusema nilimwambia Uhuru atarudi mpaka 2024.
Itaenda counting ama itaenda kudisbandiwa mimi.
Kwanza ile kitafanyika itakuwa nullified. Hii kitu it is null and void, haina uhalali ndani yake.
Alafu aende count.
Sasa tunataka kwenda rerun. Lakini hatuwezi kwenda na rerun, hatuwezi kuanza safari yetu mpya wakati hii bus tayari iko na mapancha, iko na engine failure, iko na kunguni ndani, hata roof yake haina valid document.
Kweli.
Driver hana license. Hata insurance yake ilikuwa expired, alikata commercial na hii ni ya PSV. So you dismantle the whole bus and bring a new bus, and having a new bus iko procedure ya kufuata. And the country cannot go on without a sitting president.
Yeah, very true.
Yes, so the fake president will keep on counting number of days. Kumamake.
Na sasa wacha nikwambie, unajua Uhuru nimeamini, sikuwa nimeamini Uhuru hizi ma few days vile hiyo jamaa amekuwa elected. Imekuwa yani alipewa hiyo award ya elected president elected. Uhuru nyamaza, anajua nilisema huyu Uhuru inawezekana huyu jamaa, lakini nimekuja kujua Uhuru ananyamaza, hajanyamaza kwa ubaya. Hajanyamaza kwa ubaya, amenyamaza tu aone tu yani huyu jamaa atafanya namna gani, kwa sababu unajua huyu jamaa lazima apeleke copy ya certificate kwa Uhuru.
Nilikwambia hivyo.
Uhuru
lazima apeleke kwa watu tatu.
Alafu number 2, Uhuru hajakucongratulate huyu jamaa, amenyamaza tu
kabisa.
Unajua angesema the president, congratulations to president elect
kabisa.
Kuna kitu ndani.
Umeanza kukua sasa azimio ya ukweli ba.
Hajasema hajapeana congratulations. Amenyamaza. Kwa mimi ile kitu mimi nafikiria ni ama nashangaa naye ni Ruto hiyo atapeleka kwa nani sasa, kwa sababu apatana na Uhuru.
Nini atapeleka kwa nani?
Ile certificate ile imekuwa declared.
Ruto anafaa kupeleka ni Chebukati. Chebukati ndio anafaa kupeleka hiyo kwa to the sitting president. Apeleke copy to the chief justice. Na ile atatu apeleke kwa Kenya Gazette. Ameanza na Kenya Gazette.
Ingine sasa hajapeleka, ni kama hajapeleka.
Anaogopa atawekwa pingu akipeleka. Mimi nakumwambia Firi, part of the petition imepangwa iwekwe sentiment ambayo inasema and if found guilty, huyo mtu akuwe prosecuted. Baka kwa sababu he was almost creating a conflict in the country.
Kweli.
Kwa hivyo afungwe, alafu sasa ikuwe funzo to the any other commissioners. Mukikuja kwa commissioner kwa commission, mukibangle election, you will go the Chebukati way.
Thank you very much, my brother. You are very true.
Na hiyo mimi sijasoma sana lakini naelewa.
Umeelewa bro, umeelewa kabisa system bro. Thank you very much, my brother.
I'll keep you posted.
Thank you very much, my brother.
And whatever I tell you should make sense. If it does not make sense, please uniambie wala hiyo haishikani.
Hiyo njia si mbaya bro. Ni kweli, you're very true. Absolutely.
Kwa sababu saa hii recounting hawezi fanywa. Tuko na strong point ya kukataa recounting. What are we recounting? We should recount including the fake 34 A's uploaded. We can't. Sijui kama tunaelewana.
Nakupata.
The counting should be the original copy of the original, the true copy of the original, and the original. They should rhyme. Whatever was uploaded should match the true copy, the original ile ilitumwa.
Mimi naona hii kitu Uhuru atataka tu mpaka next election tena itangazwe itakuwa
afadhali. Mimi wankwizi abio wazungu wanasema it is better a devil you know than an angel that you don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Afadhali tubaki na Uhuru miaka ingine 10
bas
kuliko kupata hii angel ambaye hatujui.
Imagine ameanza kunominate, amefanya ile nomination ya cabinet secretaries. Hata imagine Msomali hata mmoja hakuna bana, imagine hata Muislamu, hata kabila zingine hata hakuna.
Wacha hata ngoja hiyo. Mimi niko na swali moja niliuliza Abid zingine jana. Huyu Ruto tumemuona wakati ya kampeni yake yote anapeana charity mingi sana. 1 million, 3 million. Peana school bus kwa makanisa. Iko siku alipeana kitu yote kwa msikiti? Hakuna. Ile first speech ya kupatiwa fake presidential results, ile speech yake ya kwanza. Alisema this is a gift from God. This is an answer from our prayers. Prayers gani? Ya kanisa somo.
Yenyewe.
Na hii nchi hakuna Waislamu.
Waislamu iko.
Mbona hajatutaja?
Yenyewe ni kweli.
So sisi kama Waislamu tunamsupport nini?
Hata kwa uteuzi wake hakuna moja.
Hata hatutaki. Kusema kweli ya very true. Kwa sababu sasa hata hiyo siku ya kutangazwa ingetakanwa, unajua the main largest religion hapo hii Kenya, Kenya ni Islam and Christian. So walifanya kiombi ya pastor Islam wa Kristo kati yake, lakini hakuna Muislamu pale. Hakuna
iko mtu jana aliuliza ndio ili ujue Chebukati ni upande ya Ruto hasla, kwa sababu ni ulimwengu gani uliona there was a competition. Then after the competition, the person who is announcing the results and the person who is giving the prize wanakaa kwa podium moja. Umeona wapi?
Bas kweli.
Si pale chini kulikuwa na podium ya wale watu 4 wote contestants wangekaa pale chini.
Kweli.
Commission ikae pale juu iwaambie after the peaceful election, after blah 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 blah, and these are the results. So and so A, so and so B, so and so C, so and so D. And I declare with the powers vested upon me, the president-elect is B.
Sasa
come over and receive. Asimame asalimie wengine, lakini he was sitting on the same desk.
Very true.
Mimi niliambia mtu mwingine, wallahi Mwenyezi Mungu huwa akosei, sababu wewe unajua mwana haramu yote ile wa'al akizaliwa anazaliwa sura ya baba yake. Hujaijua sababu?
Sijaijua.
Ile mtoto hana dhambi somo. Sasa kuliko ile mama amezaa amehangaika, baba ameruka. Hii mimba si yangu, mtoto si yangu, ile mama tabaki kupata shida. DNA ya Mwenyezi Mungu ya kwanza, mwana haramu yoyote awe mvulana awe msichana anatokanga sura ya baba yake.
Yes.
To save the mother and the kid. Sawa. So in the current world, mwenye anafanya kitu yote ya haramu anaachanga traces behind.
Kweli.
Na hiyo traces ndio alama itakushika. Ndio maana kuna kikosi inaitwa forensic department in the CID.
Kweli.
Ukienda bank robbery bla bla bla, lazima utajisahau, iko footprint utawacha, iko thumbprint utawacha,
lazima.
Those traces will lead to your arrest.
Kweli, you are very true.
So these few traces jamaa walifanya, ndio hiyo watashikwa naye. Inshallah. President wanaenda nyumbani.
Yeah, very true bro.
Inshallah ikipatikaniwa, mimi nataka kwa petition ipatikaniwe kipengele waweke waseme mwenye ambaye ametangazwa mshindi akipatikaniwa with proof beyond reasonable doubt kwa alishiriki katika hiyo udanganyifu. Hata hao participants, not the commission only, even the participants should be completely barred from any further elections.
Na unajua bro, sijakata maneno yako. sijakata information yako. Petition ya 2022 is totally different from ile petition ya 2017. Say why? Sahihi complainant si Raila peke yake. Complainant inatoka ndani wa ndani pale hivi. IBC wenyewe kwa wenyewe. Prime witness ni hao wenyewe sasa. Starting from vice chair.
Iko mtu mimi nakwambia profesa alisema ile zile vitu ambazo zilisababisha ukora ya 2017 they are very shallow. Hii ya safari hii flows ziko mingi sana, mistakes ziko mingi sana, na proof iko mingi sana. Hakuna vile kitu itakuwa uploaded.
Kweli
itaanguka.
Prime witness wenyewe ni commission yake sasa, watu wake sasa ndio prime witness.
Uelete ile lugha ile mimi napenda ya police officer. ile FFP to number 1 is observation.
Yeah, exactly.
Inaitwa
PPF.
PPF. Police practical. Police practical faculty. Asante sana.
Yo bro.
Police practical faculty.
Ni hapo kwa ofisi. Kumaliza kesi nyingine hapo hivi, acha nimalize nitakupigia baadaye tutaongea inshallah. Lakini thank you very much brother.
Haya.
Okay. So you've had the conversation, and just for the record, Azimio has the constitutional and legal right to petition at the Supreme Court against the declaration of His Excellency William Ruto as president-elect. That is after the elections on 9th of August. If they make this decision, there are several points that have to be considered. Number one, are there any sufficient and weighty legal and factual grounds to warrant the petition? So, for example, we had the two gentlemen saying that there were 5,000 polling stations that just voted for the president. Is there any evidence of that? Have we seen that in the Form 34As out of the 46,229 Form 34As? Can we find the 5,000 in the portal with only presidential results? That is number one. Number two, before they go to the Supreme Court, of course, they have to consider that as the election campaign progressed, including at the stages of tallying and verification of presidential results, did any Azimio or observers or non-partisan stakeholders raise the question of electoral malpractices so that the country was put on notice that the elections were not on course and unlikely to be free, fair, and transparent? You understand? So the only time we saw that being raised was in Bomas. And how comes they are raising these questions in Bomas and not at the polling stations? In fact, there is no one Azimio agent that has come to tell us that there were malpractices in the polling stations. There were issues with Form 34As. 3, at different occasions, the commissioners, so these are the OPEC 4, announced and verified presidential results, including, that is the Vice Chairperson Cherera. These results were also posted in the IBC portal for public consumption and media dissemination. During that period, did any commissioner challenge the veracity of the above posted and communicated results? We didn't see that until when it was time to announce the president-elect. So it raises queries and it raises integrity issues concerning the Azimio petition. Was there a material difference between the presidential results declared in say one county and the total results of MCAs in the same county, as well as the cumulative results of MPs, county women reps, senators, governors in that same county? For example, is there any difference between the total presidential votes and the total votes garnered from the other 5 elective positions? Well, there has been allegations of the same. We've seen 1 or 2 forms, but will that hold water in the Supreme Court? Remember, yesterday Jeremiah Kioni, the Jubilee Secretary General, said that they have evidence of malpractices in the election but it would be difficult to prove in the court of law. So, did the presidential agents at the polling station challenge the declared result and seek a recount? If so, was the recount denied? Did the majority of the election observers dispute the poll results and return a verdict of unsatisfactory elections? Is it factual that the 4 dissenting commissioners went along with the chair, IBC, but upon the final results revealing a specific winner, they changed their minds and tact and sought to use their majority status to try and alter the results so that none of the 2 leading presidential candidates will achieve the constitutional threshold for the victory, that is the 50% plus 1. You understand? Has there existed a scheme between the initially appointed 3 commissioners and the second installment of the 4 commissioners who took office as the 2022 elections approached, which could have influenced the conduct of the elections? In case there are 2 commissions in one, how would this affect a judicial petition process? Because actually, like we said in the video yesterday, when we were reviewing Irene Masit, we said she is actually legally in office. That is for 1. For 2, it would seem as if the 4 were sought to carry a particular mandate in this election. Because why would they be so closely related to very senior people who are in government or working with government? Has there existed a scheme? Did the bureaucracy of the IBC positively or negatively contribute to the final electoral result? Did any stakeholder raise any issue regarding such secretariat? If so, at what stage? Because you cannot wait until the last minute to raise issues concerning the integrity or bureaucracy of the IBC commission. Again, there was also the issue of the percentage. You know, they are arguing that 0.01% is equal to 0.01% of 14.2 million is equal to 142,000. Is that really correct? You know, another question would be, did each of the 2 leading presidential contenders maintain their 2013 and 2017 strongholds? If you look at William Ruto, the strongholds that he inherited from President Kenyatta, he maintained them. And also he went ahead and raided Odinga's strongholds. If you look at a county like Bungoma, he turned it into yellow. Another question will be, how strategic and well-resourced, professional, forceful, and spirited were the campaigns that both candidates mounted, so that such campaigns would elicit a large and dedicated following. These are issues that will be looked at in detail in court. And these are issues that will determine whether we will have a winner, we will have the courts nullify the elections, or we will have the court throw out this case entirely. Were there good reasons to postpone elections in some counties and constituencies agreed through the consensus of the entire commission? And if not, did this postponement affect the presidential results? You understand? So these 4 guys who are coming out to say now they don't own the presidential election results announced by the National Returning Officer, that is Chairman Wafula Chebukati, were they part of the process that postponed the results? Yeah? Did the Kim's kit failure, especially in Makueni County, and the attendant manual voting in any polling station countrywide affect the electoral results? So if the Supreme Court was to annul the presidential result, could it also find fault with the president-elect or the IBC or the chairman or any other actors of consequence? Could the verdict then be a repeat poll with or without the president-elect? If the repeat ballot features the 2 leading contestants, is there a possibility that the mood of Kenyans would be to side with the president-elect so that the country can move on, or will the country side with Baba? Could the initial declaration influence Kenyans to henceforth settle the matter more conclusively or not? And on this issue, in my own opinion, if the court rules for a rerun, another election, I tell you, Odinga will lose massively. Because one thing you need to understand about, especially the people from the mountain, is that they hate having their daily routines being interrupted. And you remember, in in 2017, when there were repeat elections, the second cycle, they did not come out to vote very well. This time around, they will come out to vote just to prove a point. Number one, they are thinking that Uhuru now is becoming a dictator, so they will have to prove a point. Number two, they will want to teach Raila Odinga a lesson so that next time he will not interrupt their routine. You understand? What is the strategic interest and expectation of the international community and our African neighbors in this matter? Is there hesitation about congratulating the president-elect? No. As a matter of fact, we've seen Museveni, we've seen the Tanzania President Suluhu, we've seen the Ethiopian Prime Minister, we've seen Kagame, we've seen Ramaphosa, we've seen the Nigerian President, we've seen several African presidents congratulating His Excellency William Ruto. So if this is a matter that is going to be considered, then I don't think this petition will go anywhere. So even if there were to be considered, even if it were to be considered that the president-elect deserved his announced victory, how does the country deal with the fact that those who cast their votes for both two political giants are about equal in number, and that there is 1/3 of registered voters, about 33.86%, who chose not to vote, not to mention some millions eligible but unregistered voters. So this is going to be a headache for William Ruto, but as you look at things, it's going to be easy for him because apparently people are even shifting from Azimio to Kenya Kwanza. In the ensuing possible legal and political drama, will Wanjiku's Article 1 interest be held paramount? And this is now the question of the day. As we go to the Supreme Court, as these lawyers are going to argue this case, are they going to make sure that the power and the will of the people are going to be respected? Because Article 1 is very, very clear that the ultimate power lays with the people. In my own opinion, people spoke on the 9th of August, and we are waiting for the Supreme Court to uphold the voice of Wanjiku. Even as we hope for justice for the other contenders, we hope that this issue is going to be closed once and for all, and this country to move forward. It is not good to waste time. We're going to spend another 20-30 billion to conduct elections instead of using that money to invest in things that are going to develop our country. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening in. Thank you for subscribing. Please share this video. Invite your friends to subscribe. Click on the notification gang so that you can be let know when we go live and when we upload new videos.
Since we are dealing with election, I think I want to say I'm Commissioner Jack Tumwa, former commissioner. You are asking me about what is IEBC. That is a big question. IEBC, in my view, is people chosen. It therefore becomes extremely difficult if I go for an interview, since we are